So I've been watching the temperature on the corner of the screen right there, and I feel like every other day this week it's been dropping very quickly before our eyes.
Yes.
A little slower decline today.
Yes.
And today was decent. I mean, it's been such a cold and windy week. To be in the 30s today felt kind of nice.
Nice change.
Callie took her time outside
Oh,
today.
good.
See, that's
this
the real
has been a
gauge, is what that
standout.
is.
She was going to break you. Wait,
Yeah.
so you didn't have to go out today?
I did for a little. I
Don't.
like to because if you're leaving for the day, you got to make sure things are happening.
Oh, true. You got to trust but verify, is that what they call that? Yeah, I get that. 36. I do it from the window usually with Maggie. 36 degrees in Portland for a high today, and there's nothing extraordinary about that. Our average high is 33, but it's been so cold and so windy, more windy than that much below average, that this felt pretty good today. You may have heard of this if you were scrolling around your phone or seen the national news here, that there was some pretty decent snow down in the south. For example, Atlanta, Georgia, 3.5 inches of snow there. Nashville, Tennessee looked like about 4 or so inches of snow. This storm will miss to our south, but there's a northern extent to this that you can see. It extends up into the Great Lakes that will give us a little bit of light snow tomorrow, especially over southern Maine. First, though, it will be clear through the first half of tonight. Temperatures drop down to the 20s. Look at the mountains. They drop down to single digits, but then the second half of the night actually go back up into the mid-teens by early tomorrow morning. And so this trough is oriented kind of from the south to the northwest, and so that's where the focus of the periods of light snow will be tomorrow. Best chance of more significant, and none of this is a lot, but more significant bands of snow will be down into York County to Portsmouth, New Hampshire through the first half of the day. Then it'll kind of break up into more scattered snow shower activity, ending over down East Maine tomorrow late afternoon and into the evening, and then that trough moves away, takes the moisture with it, and actually we have a pretty nice day on Sunday that will be a lot like today. A lot of sunshine and temperatures in the mid-30s for most of us, and the wind won't be an issue either. Felt silly to draw a map that said dusting to an inch, so here we go. It looks like under an inch for most of us, but the best chance of getting an inch will be over southern and western Maine into New Hampshire, and partially because temperatures tomorrow will be in the 20s, and so anything that falls will be very efficiently accumulating on the ground, including roadways. Again, I don't think this is going to be an issue for travel, just something to be aware of, that when it starts snowing, it'll stick right away. Next week, though, storm path stays to our south once again, so we don't have any major storms coming into next week. It cools down through the second half of the week, and there's something that interested me in the mid-range, and it's out there. So this is next Thursday we start to cool down. Note what that color looks like. That's a cool down, okay? Watch next weekend and the air that comes down from Canada. That's pretty cold, and I can extrapolate and interpolate that it's not going to just get sucked back up into Canada after that. It's likely to push down into the East Coast, so it would be 10 to 12 days from now, but that looks pretty cold to me, and it aligns with our historical averages. So to see really cold weather in late January, guys, not a surprise. I remember when I first got here, and Ronnie, our producer, would know better than me. I want to say Joe Cupo used to take off the last 2 weeks of January.
Yes.
And when I got here, he told me, it's because it's the coldest and worst part of winter.
Yeah.
And so he used to go, I think, to Arizona or something and go golfing. There's something like that. But that's a very cold time of the year into about early February. So if we get a cold snap there, no surprise that it would be truly cold stuff at that point.
He was no fool.
No.
He couldn't take February though, because then we were still blocking off.
Oh,
that
right.
month.
Okay, so that might have been part of it too. Late January.
That was his window.
Was the time to get out. Yeah.
All right. Keith, thanks so much.